Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, y'all. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. He spins free. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and that is incomplete here.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he connects with Ertz. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Third and short yardage. Prescott. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Nelson Aguilar. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. 61. Matchbox light. Get it.
On first down, Benjamin. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Set, ready? 10-2, sir.
Gotta do better.
Hey, Alpha.
Come on.
Shoot.
On first and 10, Ackerman. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Ready, ready.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room.
Ready, ready.
To throw again. Ackerman. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kiki QT, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4.
Come on, man. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he goes out right around the 39. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They start the drive with Connor. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here we go. Check it back. Check it back.
47.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
To throw on 2nd down. Ackerman. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
16, Bills 7.
10 Lobo. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
On 1st down, Ackerman. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ackerman. It's caught, Lockett. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on a punt for the 1st time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Completes it to Aguilar. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down, Broncos.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
Prescott on first down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, tight.
Throwing on second and 14. Prescott. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Here's Prescott. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. Prescott now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a first and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go. 30 base.
Under 10.
You're out. 10. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down, Ackerman. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
61.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 1st and 10, Ackerman completes it to Benjamin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Smooth. Go.
Throwing again. Ackerman. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this one is right through. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taco Charlton. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On the ready.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Watch the
General West.
rush in, rush in, rush in.
Go, go. Deep rip, deep rip.
Back to throw. Ackerman under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Connor plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ackerman nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Open man is QT, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Yeah. Hey, echo.
From the gun, Ackerman. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, chill.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
To throw on 2nd down. Ackerman. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Ackerman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ackerman. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking deep for Gabriel. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Ackerman. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ackerman. Past the 20. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Bravo!
To throw again. Ackerman. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike is 59.
From the gun, Ackerman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check, 59. Drop deep.
Five. Get it.
Back to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. He's back to throw, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Great hands there defensively to knock the ball away in the end zone. My partner just stood up. It's 4th and goal, and the game coming down to one play.
And there's no way you're getting me back down there again. They have to do it one more time. This is exciting.
Glad you remembered to come back on Mike for this. On 4th down, Ackerman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Point after, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love.
It's caught at the 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, kill.
Prescott to throw, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Check back 34.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Got an open man. It's QT. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one, is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd, carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up two fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This a long one from 54. It looks good, and it is good. From 54 yards away, he bangs it through. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Broncos, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Alright. Okay. Is KS watching with us or no? How's it going? I'm happy you did. So is KS watching with us or not? Okay, I was just trying to mute him because I was wondering. So yeah, Nick, how much of that game did you see? Yeah, I made a couple of horrible throwing to it. No, but that shouldn't, like, yeah, but that still sucks, though. No, literally never. I've never been, I don't think I've ever once this year been hit with a PI. Like, user PI. But once again, anytime I, I'm trying to say. Wait, give me a minute, I'm trying to blow out of this. Every time I, have a running game, I win the game.